Howdy, howdy, everybody. I hope everybody's doing okay, because I sure as fuck am not. I laugh, but inside. I'm just gonna fucking color and draw my characters and cry. Eat this bagel. Well, I'm gonna color. Oh, now that I have this fucking good ass brush, I'm gonna use it for this. I forgot about the curly hairbrush that I made. Before I get started, I want to say thank you to everybody who has been subscribing to my YouTube and to my TikTok. Over on YouTube, we got Eric, Amethyst, and Starry Kitty. For the ones that I can see, but I'm over 900 over on YouTube and I'm over 1100 on TikTok. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it a lot. Sorry I'm a little bit late today. I'm going to go ahead and just move my stream schedule down a little bit. Hey, Badrick. I'm hanging in there. That's what I'm going to say. I'm doing the best that I can. But things are very bad here. I hope you're doing well, though. Just trying to keep my head up above water, truly. There's a lot of really good, wonderful things happening around me, but there's a lot of really, really bad things happening. But I'm alive, and I guess that's good. Unnecessarily stressed out, but alive. I hope you do well on your exam. I'm sure you're going to do great. God, these curly hair brushes really are. I'm going to actually just overlay this and... God, it's so good. I really made the best brush. I didn't mean to, but I did it. Okay, good. Yeah, I've had a lot of success in my business, but then I'm assuming that it's like the universe trying to balance out all the bad shit that's like just fucking happening constantly, which I respect and appreciate, but it's a lot. Yeah, thank you. These are illustrations for the special edition omnibus of my book Court of Snakes that are coming out, or that's coming out in the summer. This is the sister, or I guess I should say brother illustration, truly, of the other main character of the book. This is Taryn, and then this is Parissa, so they're going to go together. These illustrations will be in the omnibus in full color, and then, the there will be 2 more illustrations that I have to do. Oh, I realize. No, let's see. Erase out this. I'm currently looking for reviewers for my book, so if that's something that you're interested in, I'm sending free copies to everybody who wants to review it. I need to get to 25 reviews on all of my books, so that way I can, let me actually grab this color here. So that way I can use Amazon ads appropriately, because without any reviews, people don't trust Amazon ads, which makes a lot of sense, because I do the same thing. So if you're interested in a free book, let me know. Yeah, DM me. Let me know. Feel free to pick any of the books off of my website, and I can send you either an EPUB file, which is for like Kindle, or I can send you a PDF, whichever works better. A lot of my books only have like 4 reviews on them, so any help is much appreciated. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, let me know. I appreciate it a lot. It's very, very helpful. I'm just trying to keep my head up and my eyes focused forward. It's very fucking difficult. I don't like the hyper-normalization that's happening from everything that's going on, and it's very uncomfortable. And I wish that it would not do that. I am just very tired. My husband and I are literally waiting on the edges of our seats for him to get accepted into this school in Canada so we can just leave. I know he's feeling a lot of pressure because it's hard when it's like effectively our safety is like resting on whether or not he gets into this school. So I'm hoping he doesn't feel too pressured. Yeah, because if we can't get out, I don't know what we're going to do. Oh, that is a good choice, because that is one that's coming out. The sequel's coming out later this summer. So if you like the first one when you get through it and you're looking to review the second one, that would be dope as well. But if you want to send me a DM on Discord, I can very gladly send you over the if you like the interior for the both books, if that's something that you want to do. The first one is already on Amazon, but the second one will need early reviews when it launches later on this year, if that's something that you'd like. Hi, Chips. Oh, yeah, let me drink some fluids. I'm very dysregulated. Oh my god, orange blossom tea. Oh, this was exactly what I fucking needed today. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. I was worried it was going to be too florally. After the ginseng dirt tea, I really should not knock on ginseng. It's so good for you, but God, by God, that tasted so bad. Thank you, Badrick. I appreciate it. That way, yeah, my ADHD brain does not just fucking delete it. Yeah, I really appreciate that a lot. These books are my I'm Enraged at the US books. So, good timing for this book to come out, I guess. We're actually listening to the playlist for that right now. Hi, Tess. How you doing? Oh, thanks, Chips. I appreciate that too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, my brain has been soup, so I've been like trying to keep track of everybody. But it does help. Every little bit helps. That book has a talking iguana in it, and he gives me joy. His name is Enrique. He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He's fucking terrifying. And we've just been in here vibing a lot. The holidays were chaos. Cool. Thank you, Badrick. I appreciate that so fucking much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that you enjoy it. I like this book a lot because there was so much weird RNG in it. Like, every time a character draws a tarot card to do magic, I drew a random tarot card, so I had no fucking clue what was going on, like, the whole time I was writing the book. Which is fun. Everybody likes surprises. It resulted in people dying in really gruesome ways, but that's fine. Ah, Mood. I ordered mine recently, but it's not supposed to come until the very end of the month. And honestly, it was way less expensive than I thought it was going to be, which is an A+ from the Book Vault people. Their setup was delightfully easy. Oh, I also wanted to let everybody know that a friend and I actually discovered, because of how I set up my King of Dust audiobook, if you want to listen to the audiobook for free and you don't have Spotify Premium, my book is actually available via both Libby and Hoopla. And I didn't realize that. So if you have a library card and you want to listen to the audiobook for free, you can do so via Libby or Hoopla. Yes, yeah, if you have Spotify Premium, You can go to your search bar and search King of Dust and then my first name. And what you'll find is audiobooks. And then if you could see it right here, it's included in premium. So if you search for it, it is indeed inside Spotify. Yeah, I'm just excited to see how it feels. The setup was really not that difficult for the files, and I'm super stoked to see that all play out. Oh, as a heads up, Badrick, if you do find any weird typos inside, especially the second half of Court of Snakes, it's Court of Snakes, Bitter Truth, Honey Justice is the second book, let me know, because I haven't had a chance to look through the proof, so your eyeballs will be the first eyeballs to see the inside of the book. Oh, nice. A bit of the spine is, or the flap is folding over into the cover. Uh-oh. It's like, get out of here, flap. You don't belong here, flap. Yell at the flap until it goes away. That's how that works, right? Yeah, this is one of the main characters, Parissa. She's, the daughter of the guy that overthrows the throne in Sageno. Because Sageno, the city, functions as a little, like, I don't know. I don't want to say a city-state because it's not necessarily. It's supposedly the last city in the United States because there was some kind of, as far as the citizens are aware, a, quote, Great War. And they had to hunker down inside, as far as they were told, cryo chambers to outsleep the fallout. And when they woke up, they are the last city on Earth, and they function under like a pseudo-monarchy based on the guy who first ran the city. And so Terran, the other main character, is the like great-great-grandson of the original leader. But he gets usurped, Terran does, or I guess his parents do technically, by Parissa's dad, who thinks he's right. And he's also a problematic dictator as well, so the whole thing is a commentary on how sometimes you think you have the best intentions, and in reality you're also just as fucked up and corrupt as the next guy. Yeah, that is a pain. And it's hard with these special editions because you want them to look like perfect. You know, you want them to be just like the most beautiful, perfect thing. So it's like you can't just not order the proof. I get it. There we go. Ambient occlusion is really important. Thank you, Badrick. I appreciate it. I hope that there's not any weird ones. I combed through it with my eyeballs pretty good, but, you know, those kinds of fucking things happen. Okay, let me send these files over really quick before I forget. Let's see. I got it. Alright, so here is this one for you. There's the PDF. And then I'll also send you the links of where to send the... I have so many more reviews on Goodreads, which is great, but then those reviews don't translate over to Amazon. Goodreads is connected to Amazon, so if you have a Goodreads account, that's great. If you don't, that is also just fine. Okay, so there's that one. And then let me get this one for cheaps. One Pale Reflection. Okay, so there's that. And then if you want to, I'll send you the links to of where to review these books too. Here's the one, the link for Amazon. And here's the one for Goodreads. Boop! Okay, cool. So I sent both of you the files and then also the links to where you'll want to review them. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you, how do you install the Vellum prints? Because interestingly enough, I realized that BookVault allows you to do single-page color inserts. At least I think so. I haven't tested it yet, but when I was setting my book up, it was like, hey, do you want certain pages to be color? How many color pages do you have, and how many black and white pages do you have? Which is the only company I've ever seen do that, which is fucking nuts, because most of the time Amazon is like, sorry, broski, you gotta just fucking cry and, have it either be in full color, which is hella fucking expensive for no reason, or all in black and white, so suck it. And you're like, oh, Jeff. Yeah, how are you gonna install your Vellum prints into your book? I'm just kind of curious. I've never, like, done that process before. Thank you both. I appreciate it so much. Oh, no way. Oh, that's so gross, Badrick. Blech. Yeah, definitely give it a check. And honestly, to be honest, Badrick, if you want a free copy of the audiobook, just let me know, because I have the power to do that. And again, I'm still looking for reviews. And the audiobook is a very valid way to go about listening to that. And I can give you the MP4 files just so that you can just have them. I have the power to do that. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Oh, nice. I got color on my title page and map. Very nice. Yeah, I didn't know if hopefully I didn't fuck the setup up, but I didn't know if you were supposed to, like, list which pages were in color. I just assumed that when they look at the fucking PDF, they're gonna say, oh, this page is clearly a color illustration, so this is one of them. I did order the proof with some blank pages as well, because I don't have the illustrations done. Obviously, we're still in progress on that, so hopefully they won't be sad about that. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, I see. There's slide-in inserts, but I might try gluing them in. Interesting. Yeah, cool. I can't wait to see how that turns out, because it's going to be gorgeous. Gorgeous! Okay, yeah, totally up to you, Bedrick. Yeah, if you own it, let me know. I literally have no qualms sending that anybody's way, because I know some people too, like, they're like, oh, I want to review your books, but, like, I just don't read, and I'm like, oh, well, this one, you don't have to, and I do silly voices, and it's ridiculous. There's weird accents and everything. Oh, yeah, totally, that makes sense. Yeah, just like a thin little piece of glue. And then it's tricky, because if people are actually, like, reading it, the chances of it falling apart or falling out is still likely. But I'm assuming people could just remove them if they wanted to, and then, keep them off to the side while enjoying the book, and then putting them back in later. Did you have to do anything special with BookVault to let them know which pages of yours were color, or did they just figure it out on their own? Because now I'm scared. I'm also super fucking stoked. I want to touch it with my man hands. You listed the pages that you wanted in color. Where did you do that? Because the only option that I saw was you could list how many color pages you wanted, not which color pages you wanted. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind looking into that, I'll let you... You know what? I can just let you know. Oh, wait, hold on. Jace is calling me. Give me just 1 second, y'all. Y'all, we just got the best news on the whole fucking planet. Jace fucking got accepted into UBC, so we're fucking moving to Canada. We're out of here. I'm gonna cry. Holy shit. I am so fucking excited to not be here anymore! Oh my god, the amount of relief. Holy shit. I'm free. Also, hi, Cal. I didn't mean to ignore you. How are you today? Oh, cool. Maybe I didn't. Looks like they figured it out. Okay, cool. I was like, I don't know if I need to help them, because I know some companies are, like, very particular. They're like, if you don't tell us, we'll just pick random pages. And I'm like, no, just do what I want. Wow. Okay, not me crying. Oh my god, I'm so fucking relieved. God, I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah, they do a good job. That's great to hear. I know a lot of people were very speculative of the company because they were kind of small. But they offer so much that other companies just don't. Like, they really have the market cornered. Honestly, I knew he was going to do it. I was like, there's no way. He's so fucking smart and his GPA is so good. Like, there's no way. Oh my god. Oh, I've never felt so much relief in my whole life. God, I'm so fucking excited to go to a place where people are just not being fucking shot at 24/7. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense, Tess. Yeah, no, it's just one of those things. And their template is very simple, so it's kind of like if you don't know exactly how their printers are gonna print, it's like hard to make that guess. And then once you have it like down and you know what looks right, then the future versions are better. Like I did the same thing with Amazon's spine and my Heaven's Equals stuff because it was just like their printers slide too. They have a lot of like inconsistency errors as well, so being able to accommodate for that is like half the battle. And it does suck that they're so far away so that the proofs like cost a lot. That's like the major bummer, the only really major bummer about using this company. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god. I might make some adjustments to the end papers while I'm at it. Very nice. I'm so fucking stoked. I've been loving the book. I need to actually like sit down now that I'm a little bit more coordinated with all of my stuff that I got going on and finish the fucking arc read. of it, but I love all your characterization of your characters. Everybody is so unique, and it's like you've done a great job of making them feel like real humans. You know, they're like actual individual people rather than just tropes, which is super great. Oh my god. Alright, y'all. Holy fuck. I'm so stoked to not be fucking trapped. Alright, posture check. Everybody sit up straight. We also got a hydrated stretch. We got a self-care combo. I'm gonna drink more of this orange blossom tea. Oh my fucking god. A self-care combo in celebration. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. I see the light at the end of the fucking tunnel. Oh my fuck. I like never thought in my whole life too that it like getting out of the United States would be something that I would absolutely have to do in order to fucking live. Like it's crazy. It's just I would have never ever ever thought. It's just yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. And I don't think it'll be like I don't think it'll be permanent. You know, I think things will get better, but it's like I don't want to sit in the typhoon while it's happening, you know? Especially when a lot of the shit is just targeting me or my husband directly. It's like I'm fucking done. Got sent to AdTown. No, other than I was talking about how fucking fantastic your book is, and everybody should also, if y'all haven't checked out Tess's work, please do. Spider Island is coming out. We're doing actually a joint Kickstarter, or I guess a backer kit crowdfunding campaign together with a group called the Book Bazaar during the summer. So when you go to back my Kickstarter for Court of Snakes 2 or the Omnibus, you'll also be able to get extra bonuses if you back Tess's Spider Island as well, which I would highly recommend. It's fucking phenomenal. It has great pacing, really great characters, a fun premise. If you like drama reality shows like Survivor, it's a great book for that. If you want Survivor with fantasy races in it, that's what this is. There's also mystery. It's all in all very fun. But there is a lot of fucking spiders. That's just all I gotta say. It's a book called Spider Island. There's gonna be fucking spiders. I'm just being real. It's all like I'm very particular. I recognize I'm a hugely critical critic, and nothing disappoints me more when I want to support indie authors and they do weird shit, whether it's like they claim to be an LGBT author and then write weird fucking shit like Forbidden Throne, whatever the fuck that was. Or like you really like somebody's got a really good premise and then you pick up the book and it's effectively unreadable, you know, because they just don't know what they're doing. So it always makes me feel very good when I pick up a book by a fellow indie author who obviously also has experience in the industry, and it's like, this is a masterpiece. Definitely spiders though. That's my blurb. I'm like, there's definitely a lot of fucking spiders. 5 out of 5. Like, I'm still literally sent by that guy with his fucking culturally appropriative fucking spider tattoo that literally is gonna fucking haunt me for the rest of my life. Like, literally the funniest shit. I have yet to eat a fried tarantula, so that's definitely on my, like, it's on my list of things to do in my life, and so I would love to, I want to go to Mexico really bad. Eat some fucking tarantulas. I mean, I guess I could just yoink some tarantulas from the great tarantula migration that happens here, and then just eat those, but, like, those guys are just trying to find love. I don't want to fuck with them. Yeah, Nolan. Yeah. Yeah. He's like, bro, what do you mean? My culturally appropriated spider tattoo doesn't have the right amount of legs. Mine is just a hold one. Oh, true. Yeah, we have this thing in Colorado called the Great Tarantula Migration that happens, and legitimately thousands of tarantulas will just fucking show up. So I think about that a lot. They're all trying to go find their true love. Oh my god. It's really mostly super funny because they're really slow. And so, like, you have to just be really careful driving across the road because you don't want to, like, accidentally run them over. You know, it's like, they're just trying to live. Yeah, apparently they're really good. I'm not a stranger to eating bugs. So, like, that's not something that really, like, squicks me out. Because, like, I've eaten lemon ants and mealworms both in a variety of contexts. If I had to guess, apparently, one, they taste like shrimp, tarantulas. But two, as somebody who has eaten the carapace of a bug, most of the time they just fucking taste like whatever they're seasoned with. Because they're otherwise relatively flavorless, so as long as you got somebody with a good deep fry batter, you're pretty much good to go. Have you seen the crab migration that happens in Australia? Yes, I can safely say that the tarantula migration is not nearly as chaotic. There's not nearly that many of them. Because that's truly like, that is like every crab you could have possibly ever fucking wanted is suddenly everywhere. Thankfully, these guys, like the tarantulas, are easy to dodge on the road. They're not really like... Some people are assholes and they just run them over, but like... You're definitely, you can dodge them. I've also licked the outside of a scorpion. I've not eaten the scorpion, but I licked the outside of a scorpion. It was just too crunchy for me. I like couldn't get over it. I was like, I don't know if I want to like. It was in a lollipop. I'm like, I don't know if I want to fuck around with this really. Yeah, because the crabs are, like, endangered. Yeah, no, nobody gives a fuck about the tarantulas here. They're, like, die bitches, and then they just run them over. Very tragic and very sad. And they're all male tarantulas, too. They're like, very rarely in that migration, they're not really female tarantulas, because all the females are already in their, like, nesting place. The males are like, time to go on this journey, and then they just, like, go for it. I love painting metal. This is like one of my favorite things. Where are you getting scorpion lollipops from? Spencer's. Also, too, a lot of, like, novelty stores here in Colorado will sell them, especially down south, because we have a lot of fucking scorpions and tarantulas here. Despite the fact that I think most people, when they think of Colorado, don't think of scorpions or tarantulas. But yeah, Spencer's. It's also where I got my nacho cheese flavored mealworms from. They tasted like nacho cheese flavored grass. Would not recommend. I'm sure eating them when they're not dehydrated is much better. Oh my god, Dad Thriller, but Make It Gay is such a good pitch. It was fine. It was blueberry flavored. Yeah, it's like I don't know if I would seek it out. I'm sure deep fried is much, much, much better. But I don't mind like the crunch. I'm also the kind of guy who eats like soft-shelled crab and shrimp tails, so I would be willing to bet that if you've ever had deep-fried soft-shell crab at like a sushi restaurant, the deep-fried tarantula likely is very similar in texture and in flavor. It's just the land version. And even still, are crabs truly 100% ocean? Because those guys come up on the land too. They're just the crunchier version. Oh, nice. It's sci-fi technically, but it's pretty grounded for sci-fi. Literal spider roll. Yep, no, exactly. But I recognize I'm also, like, relatively unafraid of food. I eat, like, raw shit all the time and, like, shrimp tails, and, like, I don't really have any, qualms with that. Offal, all of that shit. I was raised by a trailer park trash grandma with $4 and a dream. If there was something attached to an animal, we probably ate it. Yeah, it's mostly funny because a lot of these foods are like novelty foods. Like, I would not say that most people go out of their way here in the States, like eat bugs, for example. Like, it's always, that's why they're in like Spencer's, because they're like, oh, this is so edgy. This is such an edgy food. Are you scared? Are you a little bitch? Are you not gonna eat the fucking lollipop scorpion or whatever? You know, like people do it because they're you know, trying to push the envelope there. But there are like lots of cuisines. Like I know there's a brewery. There's actually the guy that stopped the Club Q shooting in Colorado Springs by tackling the shooter. If anybody wants to support a Colorado Springs brewery, I believe that they ship liquor to other parts of the United States. But the brewery is called Atrevida. And they have a cricket beer, which is like actually really fucking good. It has kind of like a peanut undertone for a Mexican lager. It's fucking amazing. So like crickets especially are more of like a Mexican thing than like a white people thing, but we got so many fucking Mexicans here in Colorado. It's a beautiful blend of like a bunch of different cultures in the state, and the Latino population here is so strong and so amazing and awesome. So we get access to a lot of wonderful, really cool, and really unique foods. And Atrevida is like the only one that I think that I've seen that actually has cricket beer. I don't think I've seen that anywhere else in the state. So, oh, Badrick, for British people, for context, there are certain things like the Brits, not so much, but for example, blood sausage. Not blood sausage. Not haggis. Oh my god. Black pudding. Black pudding is illegal in the United States to purchase commercially. Like, you can make it as a restaurant, so I know plenty of, yeah, you can buy it at restaurants, so if the restaurants commercially make it, but you can't purchase black pudding here, which is really bizarre. You can buy it also from specialty import shops, so in order for me to get black pudding, I have to buy it from Irish import shops here in the US, which makes it, like, way fucking expensive, which is a shame because it's fucking delicious, and it really pisses me off. The US has really weird laws about blood sausage specifically because people keep like not preparing it. Oh, I've never actually had it. I fucking love black pudding. Hands down one of my favorite sausages of all time. I guess if you can call it a sausage truly. But some things, other things like I guess like UK cultural things. So again, not British per se, but like haggis is really difficult to come across here, or when they sell certain things that you'd think would be pretty straightforward and difficult to fuck up, like bangers. 9 times out of 10, they're just German bratwursts and they're not actually bangers. So it makes me sad. It makes me really upset. I constantly have like such a violent craving for black pudding, and like there's literally one restaurant in the entirety of Denver that I can actually get it from, and it makes me upset. Yeah, so it's mostly we have weird laws around like offal and like what you can or cannot eat, but also too like I grew up in a state where again my grandma literally was fucking dirt poor, or it's like it's for example not unusual for like people to eat roadkill because they're so fucking poor. Like that's just the way that it goes. So you end up eating a lot of interesting stuff because the animals are just like it's what's available. Yes, bison. Oh my god. Yeah, let's talk about a good fucking meat. You want to know what's really upsetting to me, though? The best meat I've ever had in my entire life is so unnecessarily expensive, and the answer is fucking ostrich. Oh my god. That is truly. I don't know if I count it as a poultry because the meat is so dark. I would personally put it into the red meat category, but sweet god. Oh yeah, turkey. True. True. Yeah, I just eat everything. My thinking is if people have been eating it for hundreds of years, there's probably a reason, and it's most likely delicious. Yeah, because so far, everything I've ever put in my mouth, the only thing that I don't like the only food that you can't catch me eating is lasagna, American style lasagna specifically. Like, I recognize I just eat fucking everything. Rattlesnake is also one of my favorites. I say American style lasagna specifically because we fuck up our lasagna really bad over here. And 9 times out of 10, I can't do it. If I were to go to like Italy and try actual real lasagna, I probably would eat it. What's the difference? People putting cottage cheese inside their fucking lasagna. That's a big one. My mom was not guilty of that, but that can happen. The ricotta cheese ratio is really bad, so oftentimes people will put way too much fucking ricotta cheese in there. My mom didn't like ricotta cheese, so she put cream cheese inside her lasagna. Um, Also, too, American pasta sauces are just fucking awful. They're really, really bad, and like 9 times out of 10, instead of having like like a nice marinara with which is really tomato forward with a lot of like basil, oregano, you can really taste the herbs and a little bit of salt. Americans will dump a shitload of sugar into their pasta sauces. So if you have an American pre-making lasagna with pre-made pasta sauce, most of the time it's gonna taste like fucking sugar. Really awful. Yes, yeah, they and a lot of times they put sugar in it to cut the acid. So for fun food history facts here, in America, the most popular tomato variety that we have besides Roma tomatoes are these things called beefsteak tomatoes. And effectively, what's happened is because Americans want the ideal, perfect, circular tomato, is that we've crossbred this little fucking tomato so many times that now, yes, it creates what I would call the perfect tomato slice for a hamburger, and they tend to be these, like, very perfectly circular tomato slices, but they've also been bred to not have any flavor at all. And so these or Romas are what's used rather than like a traditional like this one, like an heirloom tomato. This is an heirloom beefsteak. So this is going to have a lot better flavor, but commercialized beefsteak tomatoes are effectively flavored water. They're so disgusting. They're fucking awful. And so yeah, you have to effectively over season your pasta sauces with sugar or with extra vinegar in order to make them actually taste like anything. So it results in nasty tomato water flavored mush with cream cheese in it for lasagna, and it's like I can't do it. I already don't like tomatoes as it is, and the only tomatoes that I'll eat are heirloom tomatoes or heirloom cherry tomatoes because otherwise they just taste like ass. Like, I literally will avoid all tomatoes on salad here in the US, but when I was in Greece, I was fucking popping tomatoes like they were grapes because they are legitimately different, and it's like such a sad thing to think about. And even when I was in Sweden too, I was eating more tomatoes because they're just not the same. Oh, Tess, I gotta make for you one time. So I have a character, Nathan. He runs a restaurant, and his signature dish is a dish that I came up with, and it's a sake butter miso Alfredo, seafood Alfredo recipe. And I make the Alfredo sauce with white miso and a sake reduction, and it is, oh my god, it's so good. I'm not saying it's the best Alfredo, but sweet God, I woke up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, and I was like, hold on. I typically make it with grilled scallops. But yeah, cherry tomatoes, if you can imagine here, Badger, taste like water and sadness. You have to really get like organic or heirloom cherry tomatoes, because otherwise they're going to taste either just like tears, or they're going to be so sour you literally can't enjoy them. So nasty. But yeah, otherwise, I don't think I've ever had anything that I've been like, ew, this is gross. But I'm also very blessed, too, that I have a husband. Like, I have a mother-in-law who's Filipino, and so, like, she, eats a lot of non-traditional foods that most people wouldn't eat, you know? So, like, when we go to Hot Pot, for example, she's like, oh, I want beef intestine. And it's like, cool. I mean, if fucking mom's eating it, I'm gonna eat it, you know? And then 9 times out of 10, I have not been let down by my mother-in-law yet. A Badrick, a biscuit is just a crumpet. No joke. It's like a slightly more dense crumpet. They're very, very similar. They just have a slightly different, like, flour ratio to make them slightly denser. They're not as, like, airy. Which, in my opinion, crumpets... It's like, yeah, because they're denser, they're, like, halfway between a crumpet and a scone. That's exactly how I would describe it. And to be honest, I think crumpets are better, in my opinion. And then also, too, our English muffin is also a crumpet. We have a product called an English muffin, and it's literally just a fucking crumpet. Like, I don't know what happened to the US, dude. Ooh, yum! We treat our, American biscuits very similarly to, like, we treat it similarly like, God, Yorkshire pudding almost, where a lot of our biscuits are served with gravy specifically, so that it can just soak it up. But they're pretty dense. Even Yorkshire pudding has kind of like that kind of nice. If you tear it, you know, it has nice air bubbles in it, and it's really like light. But biscuits are like, especially depending on who's making the biscuits, sometimes you can get really flaky croissant-like biscuits, which are super good. But most of the time, they're like a hockey puck. Yeah, dude, honestly, biscuits and gravy looks like somebody threw up on a plate. But they're so good, though. Like a good country gravy, oh my god. With good sausage, oh. Yeah, we can't get Yorkshire pudding here either. Like, nobody makes it. You have to find somebody who, like, effectively hopped the pond. I don't think I've ever seen Yorkshire pudding on a menu, which makes me so angry, because I should just make it. And I don't know what the British population of Vancouver is, but I'm hoping, like, we saw, like, there's a bunch of Aussies there, so at the very minimum, like, they had Aussie hand pies and stuff, which I'm very grateful for. Oh, Toad in the Hole's fucking elite, though. Oh my god. Americans love Toad in the Hole as well, actually. Sometimes they call it something else, though. What is it called? Eggs in a nest, or eggs in a basket, is typically what it's called here in the States. But most of my friends and family, when we make it, we just call it Toad in the Hole. Like, that's pretty common. But they're fucking good. Oh my god. I don't know how it is that whenever we're on stream, suddenly we just fucking talk about food. That's how you know the depression in me has been fucking lifted, is suddenly when I'm, like, excited to talk about food. Oh my god. I'm alive. Yeah, country gravy's so good, especially if people are making their sausage homemade. Whew. You gotta get it seasoned good, though. I know my poor grandma was definitely the kind of Great Depression grandma where she was like, sorry, the only seasoning in this country gravy is salt. And it's like, Grammy, not even a little thyme? Or as my friend Ski would say, Ski in the Discord, not even a turkey neck? It's like you can't use chicken stock or turkey stock or anything, Grandma? She was like, nope, salt. It's like, all right, okay, Grammy. I don't know how I ended up liking food as much as I do, because, all in all, like, while my grandmother was, I guess, quote-unquote adventurous in the sake of, like, or in the sense of, like, eating non-traditional foods like different ovals like gizzards and hearts, livers, like those kinds of things, pig trotters, that kind of stuff, because she grew up in a very poor area. Seasoning, absolutely the fuck not. She's like, would I season any of this? No. And some foods can speak for themselves. Like, I think liver is one of those things where just a little bit of salt, it's brilliant by itself. Really, really tasty. But, like, sweet Christ, put some seasonings on it. Is it also Yorkshire pudding with sausage? Because sometimes we call the same thing, or the name, same thing, but they're different. No, I'm thinking of, like, the Yorkshire pudding that's, like, just the bread. Yeah, we're all hungry. I just ate a bagel. I have no excuse. I'm just fucking crazy. I just only want to eat all the time. I like trying new things. It makes my ADHD brain very happy. Oh my god, this kazoo solo in this song. I didn't even realize we were listening to this absolute kazoo banger. I can't imagine this fucking guy in the recording booth just absolutely going apeshit over this kazoo. Yeah, I want to try Yorkshire pudding, like good Yorkshire pudding, really, really bad. And I also want to try haggis at some point in terms of like UK food. We don't even have good chips here, dude. Like, I feel like fucking it is a struggle to find a good fish and chips place because like ultimately everything just ends up fucking soggy. And it makes me so sad. And like it's kind of a Colorado problem. That's not necessarily what I would say is like a US problem. It's just like a we don't live on the coast problem. But like goddamn, I'm like every time I put a piece of soggy chip or like fried fish in my mouth, I'm like, how did you mess this up? You had one chance. Oh god, describe. Okay, so candy corn is literally just sugar. If you can imagine, the composition of candy corn is literally just corn syrup, gelatin, and salt. So it's just go and lick some corn syrup or like just lick sugar. And like imagine the taste of a sugar cube, but it is gelatinous in it's like fondant. It's like eating cake fondant. It's literally just hard cake fondant. What is the texture though? It's almost like eating wax. I'm not even exaggerating. I fucking love candy corn, Tess, but I specifically only like one brand of candy corn. It is the like elite candy corn. But yeah, no, it's hard. It's hard as shit. It's like eating wax. Hey, Rocky, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Welcome to the stream where we talk about food a fuckload for absolutely zero reason. Yeah, no, they're super hard. And a lot of people really dislike them because they are effectively flavorless and have a very gritty or grainy texture. Um, it can be kind of nasty if you don't get good homemade candy corn. But you can make candy corn pretty effectively, like, at home. I'm actually not going to highlight that down there. Yeah, not hard like a hard candy, like rock candy, but it is solid. Yeah, if I had to describe, to pick up a birthday candle that you would put on a birthday cake and bite into that. And that is the texture of a candy corn. And some are better than others, but there's definitely the classic, like, issue of, oh shit, I left the candy corn in the pantry for 4,000 years, and now we suffer with the fact that the candy corn has become the texture of a solid piece of rock, and you are never going to be able to eat it ever again. The kazoo's still going crazy. I love this song so much. This is called Kiss by a Kisser. Yeah, by Exploding Plastics. But if anybody wants to listen to this playlist for this book, it's on my website. So if you head over to my website and to the Court of Snakes page, you can find this Spotify playlist for free if you want to listen to it while you read the book. It's a vibe. You just have to gnaw on them like a big lumpy. I'm pretty sure if you put it in your mouth like a jawbreaker, eventually it will break down, but like at what point? Okay, now I need another layer. There will come a soldier who carries a mighty sword. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, olor. Olay, 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 olor. He will tear your city down. Olay, olay, olor. God, I love doing reflected light in metal so much. It gives everything just this like ethereal, beautiful reflected glow. All right. I don't like that much. Just very gentle. I have to be careful. Okay. Nice. Kind of given the costumes from 6, the only good parts of the musical. I think I've seen trailers for that. Oh yeah, no, I've been seeing this all over my TikTok feed. Good to know that the musical is trash. I do like their costumes though. It is very pretty. Yeah, Paris's division is all runners, so they have effectively like basic armor to protect essentials like your heart and getting shot in like the spleen or something, but otherwise you're meant to just run and move. So you gotta be faster than a bullet effectively. Yeah, it's a musical, that's for sure. Oh my god. You sound traumatized. Are you okay? But actually, you know what? I'm so lazy. I was gonna paint this turquoise by hand, but I realized I have the power to not do that. And that's okay. Oh, and then these are a different color. So what was my intention for this? Aquamarine? Ah, so it's like watching a Hannah Montana movie is what you're telling me. But yeah, welcome in, Rocky. It's really awesome to have you here. I don't remember if I've met you over in Lear's stream before. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But my name is Tycho. I'm an author, an award-winning author, I should say, an illustrator, a publishing consultant, and an animation teacher. And I mostly just vibe. We talk a lot about food. Oh, it's based on the wives of Henry VIII. Yep, I know nothing about it. Yep, absolutely nothing. Guaranteed, I'm sure that it is what we could safely describe as not historically accurate. Most things aren't. Especially if they get dramatized into a musical. I don't know if I've ever looked at a musical and gone, yes, this is historically accurate. You know? Operas, on the other hand, can be a little bit of a different story, but most musicals, I'm not ever like, this is going to be like history masterpiece. Okay, so that I'm going to just leave alone. Although I do really like this color. Give it some nice refracted light in here. That's nice. Nice and translucent. But now I'm going to go grab a turquoise. It's tough because sometimes turquoise is actually that color, but I like the black veins in it. I'm just gonna hand paint the veins myself, actually, because it looks like turquoise itself gets polished pretty fine. There we go. That'll do. Okay. I have never felt so fucking free in my whole life. Oh my god. I want to quit all my jobs. No, I'm just kidding. There's pretty much no plot. It's set up kind of like it's a concert. They all have handheld mics. The band is on stage. So they talk to the audience and stuff. And if I remember the basic plot, they're having a singing competition? Oh yeah, that's awkward. So it's almost like they tried to pull off a Hedwig and the Angry Inch, but failed. Like, failed miserably. Oh my god, I've never felt so free in my whole fucking life. Wow. I'm gonna be riding this high for the rest of my life. Oh my god. I hate this place so much. I'm so ready. Let's see. This. Give it some leather texture here. It was either here or if like Jace got rejected for whatever reason, it was Dublin. That was where we were gonna go. All right, let me go fix the curls here. Soften this hair up a little bit. I will never forget that one time that I was in stream and somebody decided to give me a lecture about how I hand color everything, and they're like, you could just use the paint bucket tool. I was like, get away from me. I'm like, maybe I can't. Oh yeah, oh Red Dead. I have to go back and play some more of that. I think they're gonna release an update soon, if I remember right, that like is gonna just make it ultra HD and super beautiful for PlayStation, and I am very excited about it. I feel bad because Red Dead is literally such a good game that I use it as my basis of comparison for everything else. Like, I was playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I've been having fun playing the game, don't get me wrong. And it is nice to be able to look at stuff that I saw in Greece and be like, oh, that's that one thing that I was over by that one time, and then just, like, vibe with it nostalgically. But sometimes, like, the lip sync is fucking awful. The animation is bad. Like, there's just so much about it that I'm like, wow, this is really, really bad. And then I'm like, Red Dead Redemption 2 would never have fucking done this to me. Red Dead would not betray me. Yeah, it's if you're playing it on like high res or high def or like on the PlayStation, for example, it's fucking gorgeous. And truly, I've not seen another game comparable to it. It's just really pretty. Okay, we're almost done with this illustration now. And then I gotta do one for the king and one for Perseus. Unfortunately, Ami does not get an illustration. They may get one if we hit a stretch goal for the Kickstarter, but I don't know. I was seeing some of those Kickstarters with the Book Bazaar Kickstarter campaigns hit fucking 6,000 USD, and if I had that happen to me, I will cry. Thank you, Tess. I learned it from a Kingdom Hearts armor tutorial, metal tutorial from like forever ago, and I literally have never stopped doing it. I think it just adds just a little something, something, you know? Oh my god. I literally screamed. I kind of wish I would have. I was like worried that Jace was calling me actually because something bad had happened at work, like with all of the shit going on in the US with ICE. Like, it would not surprise me if the hospital was targeted for whatever reason. And he doesn't work on the hospital campus proper. So I was fully expecting, like, holy shit, there was like a shooting at the hospital, or like there's an issue happening here, right? And I was not expecting like that phone call. I screamed. I screamed like a small child. We're gonna go out to dinner. I'm gonna spend a bunch of money on him, and it'll be great. My husband's the best. He's so fucking smart. I knew he was gonna do it. We're gonna go on a big road trip and go to Disneyland before we fucking leave the United States. And that'll be our last hurrah, is effectively buy bitches and then eating Dole Whip and then leaving. Getting some Beecher's mac and cheese from Seattle and then fucking leaving. Oh my god, yes, we should go to Golden Corral. I can definitely pay for Golden Corral. for myself. But seriously, DM me and let me know what your schedule is. Because obviously we're not going to be leaving until July. But I do owe you Golden Corral birthday food. I was not joking about that because it's super fucking important. So let me know when you're free and I'd love to go. I can't drive currently right now. But I will be able to drive on the 19th, which is next Monday. So I'll be back into being able to fucking drive around. Hi, Ava. I'm doing much better than I was at the beginning of Scream. Oh, wait. No, but at the... That's what it feels like. At the beginning of Stream. But we were doing kind of shit because stuff in the US is really fucking bad right now. But we're doing much better. We got the news literally mid-stream that Jace has got accepted into the University of British Columbia. And now we're fucking out of here. We're moving to Canada. I'm fucking out. I'm out! I'm done. Bye, Donald. This also means I don't have to pay my student loans for the most part, so fuck off. Oh my god, I owe you congratulatory Golden Corral. Get out of here. This is how we fight each other over who's paying the bill. Yeah, I live at Parker and Iliff, so I'm like almost at H Mart, West Aurora. Ooh. Have a good dinner, Badrick. It was so lovely seeing you. I hope you have a really, like, a good success on your exam. I'm sure you'll do great. And thank you so much for being so amazing and positive. It's always good seeing you. Well, let me turn Purus off. Because I have to, like... Oh, yeah. Remember what I need to do here. Because this is Terran's line, so we can delete that. I did the line work. I did the hair work. These are like highlights, so let me get that. Because I have to mirror everything that I did over on this layer. Oh, and I need to actually get, before I do anything and forget, I need to get Opal. Onto these gems. It's a very clear opal. But that's good. No, but it's like got some weird back reflections. Oh yeah, so you're like 20 minutes from me, Topsies, maybe. Yeah, well, we should figure it out. DM me, let me know when you're free. I work from home, so I'm like, I don't fucking do shit. I just... I'm actually going to use this one. I'm going to have this be as wide. Yeah, there we go. Sometimes just using a free texture is better than painting it. I'm just saying. Okay, that's the opal. Oh, and then I did provide some fun highlights on top of this, but I'll just do that. I'll just do that on the final, like, white layer. I'm like, what is this? I don't know. Sometimes I have a layer and I'm like, I don't know what that is. Oh, they're all opals. Never mind. Okay. And then Leyendecker lines. Okay, I don't need this anymore. Okay. Bye. Let's get some of that in there. There we go. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's changed the trajectory of my entire day. Amazing how fucking hope can be the cure for literally a lot of bad shit, you know what I'm saying? I love this brush so fucking much. Hydrate. Oh, this orange blossom tea is so fucking good. Oh, and a stretch and a posture check. We got a self-care combo. I was literally just being a little whiner the other day, too, about how I don't really like orange blossom that much, but, like, in actuality, it's kind of elite. I shouldn't complain about orange blossom. It's actually really good. Everybody take care of yourselves. Stretch nice and good. Don't be crispy. Okay, there we go. Leyendecker lines. Alright. And then that's an AO layer. So let me get... Oops. Now. Hey, that's like 5 whole ones. It truly is. How does it feel to have been to 5 whole ones? 5 whole streams. Hope Core is real. Hope Core is alive and well. Okay, brilliant. Oh, her eyes look like marbles, like in the best way. Okay, so that's just AO. I already did that. And then this is, let me actually do normal 100. So let me go do this. New layer. We're going to grab this and this, and we're going to invert. And we're going to hit this with... Oh, whoops, wrong layer. Oh, that would have been fucking shitty. All right. Nice little cast shadow. Hello. There we go. Oh, and then I actually did this. Let me actually be good here. Because this is like that. And then let me go normal. Turn that off, and we're going to very gently hit this with the edge of a sharp cast shadow. Although I'm not really a huge fan of that hitting and crossing there, I'm actually going to have this cross here. Like this. There we go. Because I want her to be really, like, in the light. And then I need to hit with a blue. We need blue swirly. Banana, true. Yeah, I was so happy when my friends said they could take me in. I'm so close to getting out of Texas after like 5 years of fighting for it. Oh my god! Oh my god! You're free too! Oh my fucking god. We're gonna make it. Chips, we're gonna fucking make it. Holy shit. Nope, too big. Oh god. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta do it by hand, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna actually flip these horizontal and I'll have it be opposite. Yeah. Oh, I realized too that I also am missing some light here. Which layer is this? It's one of you. Or is it not? Huh. Oh, that was Freckles. Ambient glow. Where in the hell? It's gotta be one of these layers. There it is. Hard light. I'm like, how many of these layers do I have to, like, turn off? Okay, but I do want it to be, I want this, well, okay, so actually maybe then that means that this can't be this way, because that's how the light is in the other one. So let me go ahead and make a new layer here. Okay. All right. Actually, let me go ahead and open up Terran's again. Okay, so I have it side of the head and the shoulder. I love this green, it's really pretty. It's just got some really fun, like, I don't know. Because actually I'm going to make this a little bit larger, this brush. So that way I can have some nice glows going on here, catching on the side of her face. I'm actually going to have this go like that. There we go, better. And like this. God, I love fun glow colors. This is like my favorite part of doing any kind of illustration, actually. It goes down to the... I'm actually not going to have it go down that far. Nice. Okay. Hooray! All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this, and I'm going to grab Parissa. Nope. Drag her over here. Then I need to do a couple of things with this image. I need to first replace it like this. Oh, that's the temptation, truly. Oh my god, it's so hard to, like, ignore the call of the art when it happens, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the call of this, the siren's call is intense. Alright, cool. So we got some cool glow going on here. So I'm going to save this. Save this banner out so that way... That looks good. Yeah, this is what the fucking preview of this thing is going to look like, by the way. I'm so stoked. Yep, I'm really stoked. I've got the backer kit thing all set up for the most part, except for finishing up some graphics for the video, and then I'm pretty much good to go. Oh, and also some images for add-ons and things like that, too. But otherwise... I'm pretty much good. Okay. I wasn't going to do a video, but maybe I should. I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. You can check out on my YouTube, my audiobook trailer for the Kickstarter that I did for King of Dust to just see what's necessary. I typically don't make videos of my face anymore because I find, like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you have to make the video of your face because otherwise people won't care. That's not true. But like most people do watch the videos hardcore to make sure that, like, one, especially if they're backing a book, they want to be able to see effectively the trailer, and you can also use it to market on other platforms as well. So I personally would recommend it. But you can make it literally less than 2 minutes long. You briefly describing the book title using all the art and images that you already have, and then you can go in and do that way without having to effectively record yourself if you don't want to be like on camera. Did I lose an image here? I guess so. That's weird. Because it was definitely in there. But that's fine. Why can I not see you? Yeah, you're there. What in the hell is going on? Fucking InDesign. Okay, hold on. Let me close this and then reopen it back up. Oh, yeah, true. You could just zip, zap, zop on over there. Why? It may be because I have too much shit open and this is having an active heart attack. Why? I'm so sneezy. I might have to do this after stream because if it won't load the image. Yeah, like what is happening right now? Because I'm not going to be able to like do anything if I can't see it. And then it's turning everything off. I don't understand. What are you doing? Why are you like this? I'm gonna just go ahead and do this when we get done. Because I don't think I'm gonna be able to see it. I think it's a CPU, GPU problem. Okay. But what I can do is probably this. Let me go ahead and get rid of Terran. Okay, let's see if this will open. At the very minimum, since I have about an hour left, I can get done with... I'm going to do... Perseus is next, actually. Well, no, I'll do the king next. It's so angy. This may also not load either. We'll see what happens. I'm dying. Oh, that's not what I want. Let me first save this out as a JPEG. Not this one. Yeah, I have like stock video of like deserts and shit in here, you know, so it's like not anything super crazy. It's just I recorded a voiceover in Premiere Pro and then have this going in the background. This, we're gonna do this, we're gonna go like this, delete this, drag this one down. Okay, let me go see if I have any stuff going on. That automatically updated because I saved the file out. And then I'm gonna need other stuff. I need to update this too. I'll think about it when I get there. That's as much as I can update now. Okay. So now, let me just go ahead and turn off all this shit. And I can turn off all of these. Or actually, whoops, I'm a silly Billy. So, if Parissa's is blue, Terran's is pink and blue, I'm gonna do whatever color gradient this is. For him. Oh. Save this. All right, let's get Daz open. All right, let me see what we got here for posing. So we're gonna just do a bunch of these. Oh, oh, oh! I'm okay. know if I want to do something that's similar to what I already have here, which is over the shoulder. Oh yeah, this is good. Alright, so let me turn off all this background nonsense here for a second. Because this is my sketch layer, so we're going to do another sketch layer. Okay. Alright. I want to go to the Pacific Northwest. Let's go on a journey. Actually, let me just be good. I am not warmed up in any way, shape, or form. So actually gonna adjust this curve of this body here, so that way there's some contrapposto here. Alright, if I'm not warmed up, you know what happened to me. And this is either going to be super effective or it's going to be awful, and I'm not really sure. What it's going to be. We're going to find out though. Sure. I might need to make this just a little bit tinier too. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna actually have to move this over, I think. And then also it's gonna have to be tinier too. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to turn this to this is as per usual. My main problem with drawing adults. There we go. All right. Okay, not bad. Let's get a better sketch in here now. And most importantly, I want to make sure that the proportions of this head are good. Okay, sorry, I'm like locked in on the gesture right now. And actually, god damn. Oh, like I consistently make this too big. All right, we're all right. Yeah. I'm going to worry about working on this hand in a little bit here. Yeah, because then this is going to go like that. I may... Well, there's actually an issue here with the perspective. Foreshortening's the worst. There we go, better. Then also, too, there is an issue with scale and length. Okay, not bad. All right, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Actually bring this out just a little bit. I almost died. That was almost the end. And actually, I realize I want to finish this and then keep tweaking it. Why? Okay, there we go. My nose is so sniffly. Alright, sorry, I'm responding to a million messages. And that means that this is also inaccurate. Alright, so now I'm going to grab this. First and foremost, yeah, all is well. There's just some perspective issues or some proportion issues there. Flip. Okay, that's looking good. There's not really any issues there. Other than I can already tell that the Brad Pitt hips are not enough. And even then, this is actually still wrong. It's looking okay, but this needs to go down like this. Much better. Yeah. Sure. Okay, yep. Now I think I'm going to have to shrink this down just a touch. So that, well, that way the sword doesn't get fucking cut off at the top. Also, too, I actually may, in order to make sure that all of this fits okay, no. Because I don't want a hand to get cut off at the bottom, and I also don't want the sword to get weird. This is gonna have to go like that. There we go, better. All right. Line art time. And I need to finish the line art like now. Let me open up a reference really quick. There we go. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Everybody else's pictures are going to be so serious, and then he's just going to be like smirking like a little asshole. Let me make sure that this is not going to look like ass. I also don't like how rotated this is. There we go, better. Okay, that's not bad in terms of proportion, but I feel like the expression is going to need to be tweaked. That's okay, I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually. I'm just gotta lay in the geometry and then I can keep working. This is too soft. But that's okay. Sure, fine. But also, might I suggest... Don't... He's looking a little slime lordy. If you know, you know. I encourage actually everybody to go look up Pork Watch on TikTok and don't ask any questions. Hey Aqua, how's it going? Oh god. You know that moment when you just like fucking apparently can't draw? Okay, I need to just... I think I pork watched too hard. I'll keep playing with it. Yeah, this is not where I wanted it to be, actually. I'm full of lies. That's fine. Okay, look at more references. Okay, this is fine. Boy, howdy. Sure. Hello? Nope. Eh. Sure. I'm just going to draw the earlobe and then erase it out. It'll be fine. Yeah, that when suddenly your work is like ultra stylized again and you don't really know what happened, but you're there again. You're back at square one, wherever square one is. And I don't know where that is. I don't know what square. I did it though. For a second, I was kind of stuck in Sad Town with like lack of stylization, but I feel like I made it back okay. I feel like this is a little high. Just a little. And also a little close. Hello? And then that also means that this is a little funky here. But that's okay, because that's an easy thing to fix. Oh, no, that means that this is funky too. It's just a lot of like moving shit around slowly. That's fine. For now, I'll probably keep tweaking it as I go. Just something that takes a little bit of time. And that's all right. And I have a feeling deep in my butt. Yeah. I don't know why this happens to me. I still blame Bob. I somehow blame Bob Rafey for my proportions, and I don't really know if I'll ever be able to unlearn it. I don't know if I like this, actually. Yeah, I don't really want him looking at the camera. And I don't know if I like this either. That's better. That's better. That's better. All right, I just start screaming. This son of a bitch has had so many redesigns that, like, I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore. So, to some extent, we're just going to kind of go rogue. I want kind of like an asymmetrical gem in here, because that would be kind of cool. Something not perfect, because that's literally his entire thing, is being imperfect and embracing the imperfection. Being okay with imperfection and change. If I can just get just the, line art done today on this, I'm going to be pretty happy with that, actually. Yeah, back. I had to leave for something. Well, welcome back. How you doing? Oh, and his anatomy doesn't suck. Look at that. Amazing. I love it when anatomy doesn't suck booty hole. Okay, actually, I'm going to be very careful here. Ah, boo. I hope that your brain feels better soon. Migraines suck. Let me flip this. There we go. And that'll connect back. Like that. Wow, it's so fucking bizarre going back and drawing characters that I haven't drawn in a really long time, and then all of a sudden my brain is like, oh my god, this is what this is supposed to look like, and I just didn't have the skill to pull it off. Fucking crazy. Good job cleaning. You are being a responsible adult. Also nice. Bandit King tea is always a good choice. Look at that. Oh, God, I'm so fucking glad I'm not going to be here anymore. Y'all. Freedom has never tasted so good. Whoops. A little chunkusy, you know what I'm saying? That was a little bit too chungus. I am drinking an orange blossom tea right now, which is amazing, by the way. So good. Hey, yo. Stretch. Oh, my God. Chips, I was shrimping so bad. I was shrimping so bad. It was so crazy. We're okay. I'm done shrimping. I'm all right. I sat up. His armor is supposed to look like it's got little constellations on it. I was locked in on this armor, apparently. That is a fucking so true, though. Literally, Olive Garden is like, hey, would you like some bang for your buck? And you're like, I would like to not starve for 3 days. And it's like, we can do that for you. Little do you know, you are never going to starve ever again. That reminds me that I have a bloomin' onion from Outback Steakhouse in my refrigerator. And that's probably what I'm going to have for lunch today, is just pure, unadulterated Outback Steakhouse. I have a feeling... Sometimes you just gotta warp shit, you know what I'm saying? This is more of a wrist guard than anything else. Alright. I love bloomin' onions. Me too! Their spicy horseradish sauce with it is like the best ever. So good. Let's see what we got going on here. I may change the position of this hand because, well, one, I have some anatomy errors here that are really bad. Oh, that's all right. Never mind. We're okay. Let me flip this. Hello? Yeah, we're all right. I also need to actually give him, like, a neck. Okay, slowly but surely. Olive Garden, I think, is a pretty accurate comparison to, like, sit-down Subway. I don't feel like Olive Garden's really got that much going for it. I don't know how they're gonna cope now with the fact that, they, just declared Italian food a UNESCO heritage cuisine. So Olive Garden is going to have to change all of their branding. Instead of calling themselves an Italian restaurant, they have to call themselves an Italian-American restaurant. Because it's technically not actual Italian cuisine. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to have a branding freak out, if that's what's going to happen. Oh, actually, I realize I missed a piece of armor here. I do love myself some Alfredo sauce, though. We were talking about Alfredo sauce in here earlier. There we go. I have no idea what the other side of this armor looks like. And you know what? I'm almost wondering if in order to keep this from being boring as hell, yeah, not bad. Actually, I'm gonna have to go like... I know this is not super accurate. It'll be okay, though. I just recognize that if I don't do something on this side of his body, he's gonna look really fucking symmetrical. And that is exactly the opposite of what I want. I need mad asymmetry here. This man is a wonky guy. For unhinged characters, symmetry is the death of art. That is all I have to say. There we go. Okay, not bad. Not bad, not bad. I love Olive Garden though. If you order the endless soup, you can have as many bowls as you like, plus a bowl to take home, and it's like $10. Panera could never, 1,000%. They were like, literally, we're gonna make people save so much money in here. And everyone was like, but how? And they were like, endless soup. Soup brother. That's how. And someone was like, oh my god, that's brilliant. Brilliant, I say! Yes. No. You know what? Sometimes you do shit and you're like, that's fine. And then other times you do shit and you go, never mind, I take it back. That was what just happened to me. Yeah, I never really get to monopolize on like the endless soup, endless salad, because I just fucking can't eat that much. And so I go and I cry. And that's what happens to me. Waking and a quaking of an earth speaking. This song is real. I feel like this song is where America's at right now. All except 7. I'm seated on my horse with my face toward Taurus and I'm trembling. Okay. Now the question is, I love this original design, but also could be boring as fuck if I'm not careful. And it actually probably needs like a clasp or something. Yeah, that's fine. Just something to fucking hold it closed. Okay. Lexus. Fade back into a storm of dark gray lightning. Okay. Oh my god. So much armors. So much armors. I thank past me for being like, yeah, this is gonna be a cool as fuck design, but then also shame on you. Shame. Shame. Where's the Cersei Lannister ladies with the bell just being like, shame? Okay, this hand is also not quite accurate in terms of proportion, so we're gonna have to play around with some fingies here. It's mostly because that was wrong. Doing all right though. I'm not a huge fan of that tangent. There we go, better. I don't know if I like this finger either. This original pose has a weird hand. And then also too, hold on. It's DC's problem. It's because I'm not using my eyes. My teacher Yenny somewhere would be like, see what you see, not what you think you see, and then would beat me up. And actually, I'm going to go Bob on these fingers because I don't have to do what this reference image is looking like, actually. I can go rogue and no one can tell me what to do. I can go rogue. There we go. That's fine. Somewhere Bob is pleased. I have pleased Bob. Bobbert is pleased. And actually now, because of this adjustment of hand, it's actually too large. There we go. Okay, Bobbert is pleased. I haven't played Genshin in so long, I think I know the character that you're talking about. I think I actually stopped playing Genshin right after that event. I have not played in a very long time. They just got too much shit going on. I don't got time to put a full-time job into a game. I'm like still trying to catch up on like games from 3 years ago because I don't have any time. Yeah, I got too much shit going on. 3 jobs is too much. Actually, technically 4 now. 3.5. I'm gonna say solid 3.5. I'm gonna assume that these are fall front pants. Because why not? His color palette is so different from everybody else's. That's kind of the point, but... Okay, now we gotta put a fucking cloak on him. Because this is important. Yeah, see, and I feel like that's when you know a game is bad, when you don't want to play the story. Okay, so now let me finish. I feel like he needs like a... like something... Here, this is what... We need another belt. His swords are magic, so he never draws them from the hip. What he does have, though, is I need a... Now he's got... Yeah, now we got some nice diagonals going here. There was just nothing going on. I'm gonna actually do this on a new layer so that I don't fuck this up. He's gotta fucking have a card pouch. Actually, probably longer. Box. Look at that. And then I'm gonna go... Oh my god. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna ironically have belts going two different directions because he does not give a fuck. He put them on backwards effectively. I think intentionally so. Yeah. Okay, not bad. Much better in terms of... Yeah. Alright, now I need a sword. Hold on. I gotta have a sword. We gotta sword it up. And I'm gonna be kind of cheap. Alright. I need... I'm gonna go ahead and open up these significator stickers. I'm gonna grab this thing so that way I can just use it as like a template for the size, so I don't have to be suffering. Well, and actually, am I gonna have this? No, it won't be on his back. I gotta make sure that this doesn't cross a bunch of weird shit and then look like ass. But I think we're gonna be good. I want to do some embellishments on this though, so that way it looks nice. And then unfortunately I gotta go and I gotta tell a bunch of students that they can't just fucking randomly turn shit in late, because that's my job apparently as a teacher. Not to teach, but to just fucking have students just randomly not turn shit in. Let me see what this looks like, or if I need to move it. Actually, I can... this a little bit quicker. See, now the question is, yeah, no, this makes more sense in terms of posing, so I must do this like this, and then that means that I need some kind of, well, damn, hold on. Trying to figure out how this would look better, and then I need to move the hands to make, oh, I don't want any accidental, like, sword wieners, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that happens. This is just gonna probably involve me moving this for positioning a little bit better. And actually, I think that this is better. Sure. This ain't it. We got a self-care combo. Don't be crispy. Don't be crispy. Hold on, I'm doing like 4D chess here. Trying to figure out how to keep the gesture without totally butchering this. Okay, I actually hate this less. It's a little bit... Ooh, that sounds like some good soups. That sounds like some delicious souperonis. Bye, Aqua. See you later. Have a good rest of your day. Yeah. Okay, better. Now I need to just make this sword suck less. I need to figure out what I'm doing with this sword. Orange. God, this orange blossom tea is literally everything. Okay. Prop design is hard. But he looks good, though. He looks good. Okay, let's... I'm just gonna start noodling. Why? It's so dry here, y'all. This is the end. I'm dying. Goodbye. It was good knowing y'all. I don't know. I'm just drawing random shit at this point, y'all. I'm just going for it. I'm like, what if there's this cool thing hanging off the handle? I don't know. I don't know. I think for the sake of cool, like that, I'm gonna go like that. Look at this sword. Oh my god. Photoshop, please. Photoshop, please. Yeah, because the blade itself can look however the fuck it wants. But I want the pommel to actually be cool. And like, I don't know. Yeah, sure. Sure. Yeah, this is definitely not as stupid looking as whatever that base sword template was. And actually, I kind of want it to be thicker up here. Like that. That way, if somebody's coming up on you and you need to smash them with a fucking sharp moon metal piece, you can do so. Give them a little good sock to the eye, a little knife to the eye. If anybody is a Goon fan. Oh my god, I did it! Okay. Oh, guess who has not... Wait. This saved. I'm confused. I don't know. I was like, I've saved this whole time. I've saved at some point. Nice, I think I fixed my... Oh, we're in the middle of an ad. I'll wait. I'll chill out. Oh my god. Oh, Photoshop's broken. It's just tough because now he looks ultra short. So I may have to... Okay, well, Photoshop actually just straight broke. So I'm going to have to close this, and I'll worry about this in a second. When is Photoshop not broke is an accurate question. Why are you in millimeters? Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, okay, this is good. This I can get rid of. Okay. Alright, well, I'm just gonna fucking chill out then. And, I'll be back tomorrow to work on finishing the King's illustration. And then it'll be on to Perseus, and then I'll be done with art for this particular project, which is great. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go. I went over stream time by, like, a lot. And I hope everybody has a good rest of your day. I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully. And good job on all your projects. And hopefully, hopefully we'll chat tomorrow. Okay, see you later. Bye-bye.